All right, I went to take a photo, but since I had it on video, I'm going to go ahead and record this. It's mid-July 2016. Anyway, this is my 1966 Dodge camp wagon. Okay, so it's basically a Dodge van A100 with a 318 automatic 727, I think it is, and which means they're really bulletproof. It's a good solid transmission. Of course, the 318 is a really good solid motor. For a vehicle this size, it gives it plenty of power. And so if you take a look up here, it's actually extended out right now. This is made by Travco. Like I said, it was, I don't know, maybe 66, 67, maybe 68. They made a couple of fiberglass tops, they made a couple of pop tops, and they made this aluminum accordion folding out top, which is really kind of groovy. Anyway, Travco, they made a lot of the big Dodge fiberglass vans. They were definitely the RV, high-end RV of their day too. And not that this unit was, but they did make some nice long big fiberglass Dodge motorhomes, and they were pretty cool. Anyway, it's pretty straight. Came out of Detroit though, and I think it sat for a long time, and looks like it sat inside though. The paint's pretty good. The problem is the dog legs right there, and the rear wells are, yeah, they're not rotted, but they're rusty. The bones are good. It's never been hit. Okay, so we'll walk back around here. I got most everything up and working. It's going to need a little bit of electrical work. As you can see, well, maybe you can't see here because I can't. Anyway, that long rocker is probably salvageable. I would replace that dog leg right there. And I found a company that actually makes them. They're stock replacement. Basically, you cut them out, you tack them back in, and you clean it back up. So let's walk around. It's got those, I think they're American Kragers. I'm not way into American cars, so I don't know, but I like the rims. And the tires, which are the original plies on them, and they're pretty dry rotted. They do hold air and it will roll around and stuff like that, but they're going to have to be swapped out. But they actually fill up the well really good in this thing. All right, so we'll swing around. So it's all straight back here. It's never really been tapped. Just got some rust in the wells. There's a real good example of it right there, which will need to be addressed. Looks like there was a spare tire right here, and looks like maybe it got pushed in, that door right there. Doesn't affect it, but you can definitely see a little indentation, but not a gouge or anything like that. The camp wagon logo, and all right, we'll swing around here. This little step here opens up with the door and needs the attachment for it, which is just really a flat rod, and it functions pretty good. Door opens really well. The vents, almost all of them open up really well. And the previous owner, who said it was sitting for a long time, they tried to jimmy the door open. This rear door here, or this front door, which I'm opening right now, opens up pretty solid and pretty clean. It's a little bit stiff, so it needs to be lubed up. This back one here, they leaned on it. You know, the hinges really needed to be heated up and penetrated, you know, kind of thing, and it would have been fine. But what they did is they actually leaned on it. So the hinges held, but the door skin peeled back, and so it's off. It's going to have to be tweaked. You know, a good body shop can do that. There's the vented top. That actually window works. As you can see, I've been working on it a lot. The electrical is old school, so it's a little screwed up. I had to take the doors off so I could crawl my fat ass into this little crawl space and get in there. I can't really tell. Okay, there's the fan is right there. It's just a 12-volt fan. But underneath that countertop right there is a 2-burner stove, old school Norcold bed that pulls out over here, table, a couple of lower compartments for storage, and of course you can access through the back doors there too. Here's the inside of this puppy. It's kind of neat. The way they, let me get in here. The way they rigged it is, anyway, it's just real slick. And I saw a picture of another one. These cleats right here are on them all. So I think that was a stock option, or not even option. I think it just came with the top. So swing back around, plenty of standing room here. I just got standing room, a little mirror right there, and there's the other cleat. What you do is you pop that and you pop that. These two fold into themselves, and this whole thing just kind of accordions down. If you can see, the hinges right here and the big hinge right here, and it kind of folds low profile. They say you can run it with it up, but why? It's just more windage, and it's just going to beat the top up. So, you know, go ahead and put it down, and it takes less than 30 seconds to pop the top anyway, so what the hey. And then, of course, it's your standard Dodge dash, and there's the 318 that I'm working on right now. Good running well, it runs good. It's got some hours on it, and what I'm going to do is just clean it up. Needs a major tune-up, needs a flush. I've already done an oil change. The tranny's going to have to be changed out. I'm going to go ahead and put an igniter, electronic ignition in there, so I've got some more reliability and a bigger coil. But these things you can't kill. I've had a couple of them with 318s in it, and you can't, if you treat them right, you know, if you treat them basically right, you can't kill them. So it's a real tough vehicle, and it's got enough oomph to tow one of my mini sailing kayaks, little sailboats, multi-hulls, vintage trailer, whatever I want, you know, kind of thing, and it's not going to hurt it. So anyway, okay, in a nutshell, this is my 1966 Dodge Camp Wagon. From what I understand, they made 400 of them. There's probably less than 20 or 30 left. Less than 10% are left. And maybe some of it's because, you know, some of these vehicles just rotted on out, and I bet you there's a few in a junkyard somewhere. So anyway, there it is. This is going to be a running, driving, clean example of it. And once again, another rare vehicle. So on that note, and a camper, which is what I'm into. So okay, we're clear.